everybody, my name is Ashley Jordan and my partner's name is Maya Pitcher, and I'm going to be discussing today the warm-up intro and the brain breaker activity for you guys. And our lesson is for second grade students, and we're incorporating math into our lesson, and we're incorporating the first PE standard for the locomotor skills. So I tied into my warm-up a little bit of math and locomotor skills just to tie into the focus unit for the kids to be aware and get their brains warmed up. I'll be talking to you about my warm-up unit, and the students would come in and I would have them get in groups of 4, and each group would have about 3 to 4 members, and each group member would get an index card. And the index card would have a number on it. So for example, it would be 8 minus 4, and it would have a math problem that they would have to figure out. So for example, say if I was in a group 1 in this corner over here, I would have my group and I would say 8 minus 4, and we'd figure out what 8 minus 4 would be. And so then from there, we get the answer 4, and then they would have a chart at each group, and they would have choices of skipping, sliding, galloping, lunges, or jogging. So for my demonstration in group 1, we got 8 minus 4 equals 4. So I picked sliding. So I would slide 4 times, like this demonstration right here. I would have them slide 1, 2, 3, 4. And it is very important for you to have them go back and forth with each leg while sliding or galloping or skipping or lunging, because it's really, really good for them to use both legs. So that would be my warm-up, and they would do this 4 times. They would go to each corner and they'd have a different math problem. And at this time, it would be optional, but throughout the lesson, I would play music for them to just have upbeat music and to be having fun with. And after that, I would go into my brain breaker. And now my brain breaker is that it is called opposite time. So I would have all of my students get into their assigned spots in their personal little bubble, their personal space, and stand up, and I'd have them stand, and this would be a whole group activity. And I would have the music playing, but I'd have my whistle. And when I said go, the students would stop. And when I said stop, the students would run or jog around in place. And then when I said up, they would go down. And when I said down, they would go up. And they could jump. They could be very energized while doing this. They could run around. They could jump up and down. They could do anything they wanted. But this is just helping stimulate their brains to do the opposite way. So they're thinking, oh, when I say go, that means stop, and then when I say stop, that means go. And you could do this a variety of different ways. You could switch it up and have go and stop be opposite, and up and down stay the same. You could do anything you wanted for this brain breaker activity. I just thought that was very simple but very engaging to the students to do before going into their actual lesson focus, about 15 minutes long. So I just thought that would be a great way to incorporate the students to get their brain stimulating and going without actually having them do anything with math or any subject-related subject. So that is all I have for you guys today, and I'm going to hand it over to Maya.
The main focus for our students will be place value, the hundreds, tens, and ones place, and the locomotive skills. That will be galloping, skipping, and sliding. So what we're going to do is give the students a number, let's say 132, and for the hundreds place, they will be sliding. For the tens place, they will be galloping. For the ones place, they will be skipping. So as a demonstration, I'll give you 3 different numbers that we're going to do. For 132, the students will slide once, gallop 3 times, and skip twice. So let's start. They're going to slide for the 100s place. They're going to gallop twice for the 10s place. And then they're going to skip 2 times for the ones place. Another number would be 245. They would slide twice. They would gallop 4 times. And then they would skip 5 times. A last number would be 322. So they would slide 3 times. They could gallop twice. And then they can skip twice. For our cool down activity, the students will do stretches with the same format of the ones, tens, and hundreds place. For the 100s place, they'll be doing toe touches. For the tens place, they'll be doing sky reaches. And for the ones place, they'll be doing lunges. So, let's start with the number 324. So, that means the students will be doing 3 toe touches, the students will be doing 2 sky reaches, and the students will be doing 4 lunges. It would help if the students do alternate legs for each lunge. For another number, we could do 129. So they will do 1 toe touch, they will do 2 sky reaches, and then they will do 9 lunges. Our last number, we could do something even more simple and just make it a 2-digit number. They could do 24, meaning they will have to do 2 sky reaches and 4 lunges. That way, they would know that they have to omit the toe touches completely, testing their abilities to do their place values.